Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the 6th Arabic lesson, and today we will look at the Arabic adjectives. Through the past few lessons, we've been looking at different rules such as the superlatives, pronouns, masculine, feminine, but today we will put everything into practice. We have this handout for everyone, which has a list of 100 adjectives, so it will come in handy for practice later on. If I can have the next slide, please. Yes. Today's objectives, we will learn about the Arabic adjectives from the piece of paper, and we'll implement all the rules from the previous lessons, as I mentioned earlier. So, if we have a look at we'll first have a look at all the adjectives themselves. If I just have a look at the sheet, we'll just go through all of them and the meaning, and inshallah we'll go from there. Firstly, we have the word jameel on here. The jameel means beautiful, and I'll just go through all of them, and then later on we can do masculine, feminine, superlatives. Jameel means beautiful, and the opposite, it's on there. Qabih, which means ugly. And then we have the word qadim, which means old. Now, old as in item is old. When you mean like an old person, that'll be ajuz. But in here, in this context, we have the word qadim, which means old, and the word jadid, which means new. You might notice that some of these adjectives, they're actually names of people, but I'm just going to quickly go through them. Hot would be haram, in here it's sakhin, and cold would be barid, and big is kabir, small is saghir, cheap is rakhis, expensive is ghali, good is jayyid, bad is sayyi', long is tawil, short is qasir, early is mubakkir or mubakkiran, and late is mutaakhiran. And much is kathir, and little, qalil, and important is, if you can see on the board, muhim. I don't think you can see it, but muhim. That's the first page. We'll stay on the first page for now. So, did all of these make sense? These are just adjectives to describe people. Now, if we go to the next slide, please. On the next slide, on the next page, we have more adjectives. Nadif, which means clean. Wasikhun, which means dirty. Sa'abun, which means hard, difficult. Sahlun, which means easy. And kabir means big, but I think in this instance it means old. Okay, ajuz, yeah. Saghir, young. Gharib, weird. Qawi, strong. Da'if, weak. Tawil, tall. And qasir, short. Samin, fat. Nahif, thin. Faqir, poor. And ghani, which means rich. And thaqil, which means heavy. Khafif, which means light. And sari', which means fast. And bati', which means slow. And kasul, which means lazy. Yeah, kasul, lazy. And I think it has hazin there, which means sad, but I don't think it came up on your sheet. But anyways, next please. And then we have the last few. Masroor, happy. You also have the word sa'id. And then you have mumillun, which means boring. And dhaki, which means smart. And ghabi, which means stupid. Alright, yeah. Now, if we stay here, I know I might have gone a bit too fast with these adjectives, but that's alright. You guys will go through them on your own today in the task. But keep it please here. So now we will go through the rules with these adjectives. Because in the previous lessons, we went through some of the rules with a few of the adjectives. But now we have a full list, so you can do it yourself as well. So we're going to do masculine, feminine, pronouns and everything. Yeah, no problem, yeah, single or full. So masculine, feminine. Task, choose a few of the adjectives and turn them to feminine. So at the moment, all of these are in masculine form. Now I need you to make it feminine. Does anyone want to come up or? No? Alright, from there, someone give me a few adjectives, please. From here, we have about 100 adjectives. Give me one. Yes.
Tawil.
Tawil, which means tall. Now, how would you make that feminine? Remember this rule. We add the term al-buta at the end. So, do you remember how to do that?
Tawil. Would it be?
Tawila. Because when we make it feminine, if you remember the rule, we add the ta marbut at the end, the female ta, to differentiate it from masculine and feminine. So in this example, we have the word tawil, which means tall. To make it feminine, we'd add the ta marbuta, which makes tawila. Can you see that? I don't think you can, but anyways, no problem. You know, you can have a look at it later on. Just make a note if you want. There's some blank space at the end where you can make notes. Another one, please.
Muhim.
Muhimmun, which is important. Muhimmun jiddan. So that would be. Oh, why am I doing it? You tell me first.
Muhima.
Muhimmatun.
Muhimmatuna.
Muhimmatun only. Or muhimma. If you're gonna continue on, you put the tanween muhimmatun. If you're gonna stop, it's just muhimma.
Okay.
So if you're just gonna stop, it's just a ha. If you're gonna continue, it's like a ta with a tanween. We'll do a few more. We'll do like seven more. Another one.
Jamil.
Jamil. You tell me. This is a girl's name you might know.
Jamila.
Jamila. Yeah. Which would mean beautiful for a feminine. It's a name. It might be also described by some people. Yeah. Let me give a few then, as a task, and everyone can discuss. Let's see. Da'if. How would you make da'if feminine?
Da'ifa.
Exactly, yes. Does anyone know what da'if means? It's on your sheet, but does anyone know? Yes. Weak. Now, an example where you might use the word da'if is to describe a person as weak. Or, if you're into hadith, you may know that you have sahih hadith, which is authentic hadith, then you have hasan, which is fair, and then you have da'if hadith, which is a weak hadith, a weak narration. You see these words, they're all useful. They come in so many different ways you can use it. So, another one. Ghabiyun. Ghabi. Do any of you know this word? Yes?
Qabila.
Sorry?
Qabila.
Ghabiyatun. Or ghabiya. Which means? It means stupid. We'll use pronouns at the end, afterwards, to describe someone. Obviously no insults, but yeah.
Rich and stupid. You say it the same way.
See?
Rich and stupid.
Yeah, on the sheet. Rich. Where, sorry?
On stupid, it says you say khami.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad. It's not that clear. Yeah. Stupid, it's a ghabiyun, and rich is ghaniyun. It's a noon and a ba. It's not too clear on the sheet, but yes.
I'll just change it to.
Yeah, that'll be good. Let me try. Lazy, kasul.
Kasul.
Kasi.
Kasula.
Qasul, that's it.
Kasula, yes. Which means lazy. Let's move on to the next part, please. Next slide. So, now we're going to look at the pronouns with the adjectives. So my task for you guys is add a pronoun in front of the adjectives to describe a person. Take note of masculine and feminine. So what we just did right now, masculine and feminine, take note of that when you have a look at the pronouns. I'm just going to note the pronouns down. Is there any pause break? Before we do that, I'm just going to make a note of the, if I can make a note, I'll make a note of all the pronouns if the board cleans itself. I have no tissue. It's ridiculous.
It's fine, you'll be able to cut it out, right?
Sorry?
You'll be able to.
Yeah, no problem. I can keep it in as well. It just makes it look more teacher-like. Well presented. Sweat. It's gonna work. You know what? I'm just gonna write it on the board. I hope I didn't ruin this, but alright. I'm gonna write the pronouns down on the board, and now you're gonna add it with the adjectives. So we have Hua. Just gonna make the thickness smaller. All right. Hua, huma, hum. Do you guys remember your pronouns? Here, huma, hunna. Anta, huma, antum, anti, antuma. Antunna, and then here we have anna, na. Third person, second person, first person. Should we go quickly over these, or are you fine with it? Do you remember all of these?
This is good for it all.
All right. These are our third person. This is our masculine, feminine. Same second person, masculine, feminine. First person is the same for gender. So these are our singular, dual, and plural. It's horrible. Anyways, hua is he for singular. Huma is dual for he, so two is not any English equivalent. Hum is they, but for male. Here is she. Huma is she for two, is the same as the dual for masculine. And hunna is they for female. This is all third person. Second person, anta, you, for a male. Antuma, two males, so you two. Antum, all of you. You all, for male. And feminine, anti, you for a feminine. Antuma, two females, it's the same as this one again. Antuna, female again, for they. Yes. No, sorry, you all. Antuna. Ana, I, nahnu, we. Same for dual and plural. Now, we can quickly go over these with some of the adjectives. Now, anyone give me a few of the adjectives? So, give me a pronoun.
Hua.
Who? Now, give me an adjective as well.
Kabir.
Huwa kabir. Now, we made a sentence now. Huwa kabir, that's a sentence. Now, do you know what that means?
He is big.
He is big, exactly. If you want, you can add another word at the end. Huwa kabirun jiddan. Jiddan is another adjective which means very. You can hear people use it a lot. Huwa kabirun jiddan. He is very big.
And then to say she is big, hiya kabira.
Yes, you remember the Tamil, yeah. Hiya kabira. Should we use another example? Another adjective. Do you want to have a go? Just choose an adjective and pronoun.
Okay.
You see for the dual part, for the
Yeah.
feminine and the masculine,
Yeah.
for the top two rows,
Yeah.
do you say the same? So is it huma and huma?
Yes, it's the same.
Ah.
But the way you differentiate.
It's the adjective at the end when you add.
Yeah, the Tamil, yes.
Okay. Kabir.
Kabir? Isn't that the same one we just had?
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. Tawil.
Tawil, yeah, and choose an adjective, please. If you don't know in Arabic, just say in English. We can work out. Adjectives are on the board.
Okay.
So, pronouns are on the board, adjectives on the paper.
He.
He, huwa. So your word was tawil, isn't it? Huwa tawil. He is tall. Already you made a sentence now. You see how easy it is? Already we made sentences. We can make 100 sentences with just one of these pronouns there. altogether we have 14 pronouns here. We can make 1,400 sentences right now.
Can I try with the second part?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna pick جديد.
Jadid, yeah?
أنتما جديد.
Because it's dual, there's another rule for adjectives. I haven't gone through it yet, but you'd add a jadidan because it's plural. Sorry, it's dual. There's another rule for adjectives, but you're correct
But
because
if
you
it,
don't.
was, if it was like feminine, would I still say جديدة?
Jadidan, you'd say jadidat.
جديدات.
Yeah, because it's a sorry, plural. Yeah, because when you have a plural, the term marbuta would turn into a alif ta. It's more. We'll go over the rules later on, but you know, for now let's stay a bit basic because that's yeah. Inshallah, I'll go over it later on.
Okay. صغير.
See,
صغير.
Salir, small, pronoun. Do you want to use some of the second person or third person? First person or second person? We've had a look at the third person.
I'll use second person.
Alright, go ahead.
أنتن صغيرة.
There? Yeah. Kunna Salir. Sagira, you can say Sagira because you haven't learned the rule, but there's another rule which will come out Sagirat.
Okay.
But you know, it's fine because we haven't learned it, so that's good.
So if that was masculine instead, would I say
Sagirun.
أنتم صغيرون?
Sagirun. Have you heard the word, you know, Muslim?
Yeah.
Muslimun. Mu'min. Muslimin, Muslimun. There's different rules.
Okay. So أنتن صغيرات أنتم صغيرون.
Yes. Yeah. And tomato, if it's I'll go through the rules later on because you know it's. I can tell you, we just add
So is that rule for specific like adjectives?
This is for everything. Dual, singular, dual, plural. It's there for everything.
Okay.
So every type of Arabic word, you have this sort of form. It would change. But I haven't gone through it, but inshallah soon. Another adjective before we move on to the next thing.
قوي.
Qawiyan, strong. Do you want to use a pronoun?
أنا خبي. خبية.
Sorry.
أنا خبيون.
Did you say qawi or qabi?
خبي. Stupid.
You just said I am stupid.
نحن خبيون.
Yeah, we are stupid. Yeah, that's good. Can we go back to the? Can I go back to the start? How do I do that?
I think you have to come off this thing.
Exit. Yes. Next slide, please. Oh, superlatives. We missed that slide out. But no, I didn't make a slide for it. But if we go back to that thing again.
You want me to go back to slide?
No. Back to the whiteboard. Do you remember how we do superlatives? When we add the alif at the front. Basically, superlative is to make the best of something. So, for example, the word old. If you make a superlative in English, you would say oldest, great, greatest, beautiful, beautifulest. That's not what is it. But you know what I'm trying to say. Making the best out of something. In Arabic, you add word alif at the front of it. For example, I'll give you an example. Jameel, ajmal, most beautiful. Saghir, asghar. I'm not going to give you all the answers, but I'll just write them all down.
So, قديم would be
Add, alif, add. Start. And if there's any vowels in the between, inside, you get rid of them. So go ahead now.
so قديم would be أقدم.
Yes, yeah.
Which
Which means oldest, yes.
جديد would be أجداد.
أجدد, yeah.
Um,
I'll give you one. كبير.
أكبر.
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 Allahu Akbar. Yeah, that's where it comes from.
غالي would be غيال.
Sorry, which one?
غالي.
Ghali.
Yeah.
Rich.
غالي.
Qalil.
Yeah, expensive.
Or expensive.
Mm.
Ghali.
Is that one the hard one?
Yeah, it's one of those anomalies, but Ghali, we'll leave it out there.
Okay.
Oh, Ghaniyun for rich. Oh, expensive. Alright, I understand what you mean, but anyways, yeah.
طويل.
طويل, yeah.
أطول.
أطول. Yeah.
أطول. You know how I'm saying أطول? Is that wrong? Is it just?
Yeah, you didn't add the alif there, yeah.
Okay. Because I thought because you add alif then.
Yeah, you had alif at the start.
Okay. And then. So then, فقير would be أفقر.
أفقر, yeah.
Okay.
The most poorest. Akhi, you want to give some, you want to try a few?
Okay. Adjectives.
Yeah, just make them superlative.
Okay. Kasui.
Yes. So you get rid of the wow in the middle,
Okay.
and then you add the alif at the start.
Akas.
Aksal,
Ax.
most laziest. Most lazy, laziest. Yeah. Do you want to try a few more, or should we end it there?
Sure, come to you.
Oh, yeah.
Sami.
Yeah. Asman,
Okay, so I put
alif at the start, yeah?
Start.
And you get rid of the ya in between.
Okay, can I do another one?
Yeah.
Okay, the third one, free.
Sorry?
Sa'id. The third one,
Which page?
hard and difficult.
Oh, let's see. Sa'b. Don't read the English, read the Arabic part because you're going to get confused. If you read that English part, fi means ayn.
Sa'ab.
Sa'b, yeah. How would you do that? As'ab.
As'ab.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And for kabir, would it be akbar?
Yes.
جميل.
Yeah?
أجمل.
Yeah, that's the example I use. But yeah, that's good. Now, just exit it there.
Also, you know when you're making those superlatives,
Yeah.
masculine or feminine?
Yeah.
So, say for example, Jameel
Yes.
is beautiful.
Yes.
If you want to say the most beautiful, you say Ajmal.
Yes.
If you want to say she is the most beautiful,
I think it'll be the same. Or Ajmala. I'd have to search that up.
so can
You
you?
found a weakness in me. Anyways, yeah. Homework. I have some optional homework for you guys. Try and memorize at least 10 of these adjectives. And as we put them into practice, we put the pronouns with them. We did the superlatives. We made them feminine. Try doing that with those 10 adjectives. And it will help a lot. And wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.